The offense has been bad, but I think I'm thinking most about the defense. And Andy, I was thinking about this morning before hopping on with you. How many times have we come into a Packers season? You probably understand this better than anybody. We come into a year and you're like, man, if Colby Wooden can just take a little step, or if Lucas Van Ness can just do a little, or if Devontae Wyatt can put it together, right? There are these 5, 6, half dozen players every year where you're hoping that they do something, but deep down, you know that like you're going to get to week 3 and realize, that's not it. But this, like Andy, you watch Packers highlights and I'm hearing Devontae Wyatt. And I'm like, they're all doing the thing. And I think it's because those players have like, I think Devontae Wyatt's good. I think Wooden's good. And I think Van Ness, even though he hasn't been like this, this burgeoning star as a top 15 pick, is good. I think those players have worked and improved, but you add Micah Parsons into the mix and it just changes everything. So it's been an absolute blast to watch Micah Parsons, and it still doesn't feel real. But I think what strikes me most is the effect that he's having on other players. And we're seeing all these young kind of secondary players pop in a way that you always hope to see, but let's be real, you never really do. This year is different, and that's been really fun.
I think just in a 2-year period of time, when you add Micah Parsons to the defensive line, and he can be the one that's great. Everyone else along that line can be good, and it feels good because you already have your guy. That's amazing. At linebacker, when you add Edgerrin Cooper and he can be great, all of a sudden Quay Walker being good feels good. Like, you don't need him to be great. It looks great that he's doing well. When you add Xavier McKinney to the secondary, it doesn't matter maybe that some of the other guys aren't great. He's great. You have a great safety. You have a great player in that secondary. So it doesn't maybe matter that nobody else is great because you already have that great guy in the secondary. So when you add 3, to me, all pro or, caliber players in at each level, defensive line, linebacker, safety, now all of a sudden it just lifts everything else up around them. And I do feel like all 3 of those players are really not just great themselves, but they do lift the play of everyone around them as well. And I just think we're seeing that. Again, credit to the coaches, credit to the individual players like Wyatt, Van Ness, Evan Williams, et cetera, Javon Bullard, Keyshawn Nixon. When you do add those players, it just, I think, lessens the expectation a little bit. It kind of gives you a different lens to view them through. And it just gives them a lot of easier matchups and just better situations because you have 3 great players on all 3 levels of the defense. I think we're seeing these huge acquisitions by Brian Gutekunst really, really pay off.